have got their third straight win against Newberry here at Eliezer Arena as they knock off the Bulls 72-50. Winners have 4 of their last 5, 5 of their last 7 against Newberry, coached by Coach Meagan Price, who for the 4th straight year finally team 4-0. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I know you guys are excited about that because it is a weird type of year, but I'm looking at a lot of the numbers and it's hard to pull Marta Rodriguez off.
It is. It is. You know, and for her, like, it's so crazy. I go back to, like, maybe a month and a half ago, and I'm going, who is our point guard? And so when we started getting into closer to gameplay, I started realizing, okay, this kid really can't move. Like, she needs a chance. And, I mean, we've never looked back since.
And it's been good because with Jalen, you talked about this at length already. She's our heart and soul. When she goes out with foul trouble early, it really affects the team emotionally. Marta seemed to really kind of pick up that slack, especially early.
She did, and it's crazy. Like, it gives me chills talking about it, but she does such a great job now. And the growth that I was talking about at the beginning of the game, you know, she comes to me like at free throws and she's like, Coach, what if we could run this? I see this happening. And that's huge for us because I've been coaching them up to do those things because I said, look, there's only one of me, there's 5 of y'all and y'all are playing. So if we've got mismatches and stuff, let's talk about it with me too. Like if you get excited about a set, you see it, you want to run it, let's do it.
Meanwhile, Bree Dixon, I've been waiting on this. 7 of 10 from the field today, 6 of 8 at the stripe, hit a three-pointer in a big set where we took our time, and she hits the base of the corner 3. 21 points is a career best for her. And I say I've been waiting on this because we've seen glimpses of that.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing we really have to do is just work on her composure sometimes around the rim.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, you know, because we've been preaching to her, like, nobody gets to see what she truly can do because in practice, she does some stuff that we're like, wow, that is sick. She has to be on the floor all the time. And I've always joked around whether she scores 7 points or whether she scores 21, I feel better when she's on the floor. There's just something about her presence that makes me feel better because she's a great passer. She can handle the basketball against pressure. But 21 points is huge, and we've been needing that out of her, and especially on a night where Jay and Aaliyah don't play as well because Jay's in foul trouble and Aaliyah's injured. So,
what I liked about the team aspect of it, you started off obviously great. And I think you thought you may see some zone, and so we took advantage of that very early. They came out of that just a little bit, but I think the in-quarter adjustments in the 3rd and the 4th, we started cold in each of those quarters. 1 for 9 to start the second half. We were 3 for 8 to start the 4th quarter, but I think the team made some in-quarter adjustments as well against the defense that was thrown at them.
Yeah, and it's so funny. Like, it's just fun to coach the kids because of the experience too. Like, we're going into timeouts, and I'm listening to them talk first because they're talking to each other, and then I come in and say what I'm going to say. You know, but Maddie was like, we've got to keep getting ball reversals and stop taking quick shots. And so a lot of it's like, I was going to say that's what we need to do, you know. And so it's fun to coach them from that aspect too because they are aware of how to play the game. And especially this style of play and understanding, like, okay, we haven't been making shots, we got to get stops, and then we got to work the basketball.
Your numbers defensively, what you do, and allowing people to score or not score, 50 points again, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, probably some of the attention was on 31 Cronin into this game, and she comes in late, and she didn't have looks today. And I think defensively, that just kind of worked its way through the rest of their sets and the rest of their offense. They got some shots, but it seemed like everything was contested today.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to kudos to my assistants because, like, Coach Cam does a great job and Coach Ev both, like, they're telling them, like, hey, we don't pressure a lot, but when we do pressure, we need to pressure to not allow her to get the basketball or to get an open look from the 3. We're not going to help as much off her, different looks like that. But at the same time, going back to the fact that we're constantly communicating that in practice, and they're understanding personnel and how we need to guard, and that's big for us defensively.
That leads me to this, Maddie Sutton, another double-double. I don't know that anybody's playing better. 17 points, 15 rebounds, her season best for her. And she's going up against Wisely, who's 6'2", and plays the part of 6'2". I mean, that was a tough matchup for her and was still able to get the boards and still able to get points.
It's so funny you say that because we were talking over here on the sideline, and we were like, I can't believe Maddie's at Tusculum at times. You know, and that's, like, big for us because even her just playing as big as she does, because she does play like she's 6'2", and there are rebounds that she grabs in games, and I'm like, how did she grab that? And what I'm telling our team going into half is, hey, somebody besides Maddie has to rebound it. So coming out that second half, like, Jayla did a great job, like getting a couple offensive rebounds in a row, and I felt like our guards were getting better rebounding. But that's where I don't ever want to get out-rebounded. And we've been preaching that because I was like, if we don't have Maddie, who is going to rebound for us? And Jay did a much better job tonight.
Yes. Meanwhile, it's your first 4-0 start in conference play for this Pioneer team in over a decade, so you got to be very proud of what your coaching staff has been able to accomplish here early.
Yeah, and it's really exciting. You know, one thing I didn't touch on, but our kids did a great job. Like, I put a lot of new stuff in this week, and we were ready. We were prepared for that zone. And, you know, like I said, we made a quick 3 off a set that we ran, and then we made another quick 2. And just the execution and those adjustments, I'm so proud of the kids. I really am.
And it was everybody, too, because Maya Belton comes in, Kristen Click comes in,
big.
and they really had to play some big minutes.
And I've been preaching to our bench all week long. I said, somebody has to step up on our bench. We have to be bigger. And so I said, well, maybe I need to start saying that every week because they did a great job tonight. I was really proud of Kay and Maya coming in like that.
Congratulations, 4-0.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Meagan Price, the Pioneers get the win today. We'll go over the numbers when we come back. Your final, Tusculum 72, Newberry 50, as you listen to Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network.